Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to another daily money clip. This is Jerry here sharing the truth about money with you. Today, I'm going to be talking about the truth about credit. What do we need to know about credit? We're going to dive into that soon. All right. Welcome back to another daily money clip. I'm Jerry Fetta, the owner and founder of DynamX, and I'm going to talk to you today about credit, okay? Now, really quickly, I'm going to draw some of this out on my whiteboard, but the myth that we hear about credit is that we need to have good credit so that we can qualify for good bank loans, we can qualify for good car loans, mortgages, student loans, credit cards, etc. Now, that may be true, but I want to help us realize there are two types of debt, okay? So we have consumer debt, and then we have, that was a little bit big on the underline there, that's okay. And then we have investment debt, right? And so consumer debt costs us, so it's a cost. Investment debt produces income, right? And so when we're borrowing money, we want to make sure that we have good credit, not to incur more costs, but instead to incur more income. And so what does that look like? When I'm just starting out, I need to build my credit score, okay? There's no way around that. And so that means that I need to have good credit history. I need to be building with positive accounts. I need to be removing negative items. I need to have low utilization ratios, right? Meaning I pay my debt down. But once I'm able to get credit, I need to build credit history so that I can initially start to get income. Now, before that, I want to also have some credit that's just a cushion. Right, so I have, when I'm basically out of debt, the point where I'm solvent, I have about 6 months worth of expenses just in credit. I'm not going to use it for anything. I'm not going to spend it. I'm not going to invest it. It's just there. I also have about 6 months of reserves in my life insurance cash value. So combined, I've got about a year worth of cushion if I need it. Now, once I'm past that point, I actually want to use credit initially for cashback. Okay, cashback rewards. Now, cashback means that when I spend money, I'm going to get money back from the bank, right? Most of us may not know this, but when a bank utilizes a credit card for payment processing and a merchant uses a credit card for payment processing, the bank charges a fee. Okay, that's why when you use, Square, Stripe, PayPal, some of these online interfaces, there's usually a 2 to 3% fee. The bank charges the merchant for the ability to use their card services. Right, and so the bank typically is going to give us a refund of part of that fee. That's where this cash back comes from. So I'm actually going to get 1, 2, 3% back on all my purchases. Now, the next thing that I want to start doing is I want to start building credit for passive income. Right, I'm going to borrow credit and I'm going to lend it out to other people. I'm going to borrow unsecured, meaning a credit card or a term loan or a line of credit. And then I'm going to loan it out secured, meaning that I'm going to give it to someone to use to buy an asset, a piece of real estate, something of that nature. That's going to help me build passive income. Now, the third one, and this is what banks do, they actually use credit for trading. Okay, trading in the currency markets. Okay, and this is when I'm sophisticated or accredited as an investor. And so I might use credit for trading, right? Meaning I'm going to borrow money and I'm going to put it into foreign currency trading, and I'm not talking about a bot or an AI system or some guy on Instagram. I'm talking about a real professional fund that does this for a living, and they're going to trade that credit and they're going to take money that costs me nothing and turn it into 20, 30, 40% annual returns, right? This is not a guarantee or a solicitation. Obviously, you've got to be an accredited investor to even be able to qualify for this, but it's something worth discussing. And then finally, the other one I can do is leasing, right? At a certain point, I'm going to basically have my credit cards personally and then business credit cards. The personal credit cards I'm not going to use as much because I don't use it for consumer or cost spending, right? I use it for investment stuff. The investment stuff, I want to do all of this as much as possible on business credit, which means when I get to the phase where I transition to business credit, I'm going to have 6, 8, 10, 12 personal lines that I don't use anymore because they're consumer credit lines. And I can actually lease them out to other people as authorized user accounts or slots and help those people improve their credit. They'll pay me $50 to $100 to maybe $300 a month to use those, right? And so that's another form of passive income. Now, this is what no one teaches us about credit. What we're told is get the car, right? Get the house, okay? Get the student loan. Get the good credit cards, right? For travel points, right? But what I'm telling you is that this is not what I did. Okay, I didn't do the car, I didn't do the house, I didn't do college, I didn't do it for the rewards points. I did this, I did it for income producing assets, for assets that are gonna grow for me and actually produce rather than cost me or incur expense. That's what I've got for you today. If you have credit and you've used it for either consumer or investment, I wanna hear from you in the comments. Drop a comment below. If you have questions and you would like to learn about how to go from being a consumer with your credit to being an investor with your credit, I want you to drop that in the comments as well. That's all for today, and I will see you guys on the next Daily Money Clip. If you're wondering, what does Wealth Dynamics do? How can we actually help you? Number one, if you haven't gotten a copy of my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom, grab one now. You can get that down in the comments in the video. You can get the link for that. Number two, we do a free course on Fridays on personal finance. Okay, you can also get the link for the description there too. And then finally, if you have a desire to start getting help walking through these different phases toward financial freedom, book a call with my team. Go to our website, set up a call. We're able to help out and answer questions. That's how we can help you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.